So, Mr. Lister's quiz shootout from Big Potato Games. This is a party game, and look at that, it comes with real holes. Real holes. Excellente. And it's a quiz. No, really, from the name, I wouldn't have guessed. Anyway, so there's a quiz master, and that can change around each person if they want, or it can just stay the same person. I like to be the quiz master. I like to lord it over people. Anyway, so whoever is the quiz master reads out what is on the card, and there's a whole stack of cards. In fact, let me use the holes, Luke. Use the holes to open the box. Check it out. Even the rule book has holes in it. Brilliant. So, as you can see, just get these out of here. There is a stack of cards. So this game has loads of replayability. So there's a stack of cards. Nice. I do like it. You get a little sticker in there with Big Potato Games. So yeah, big stack of cards. And what will happen is the quizmaster, whoever that may be, takes a card from the back. I think it's best if they don't see what the back of the card is. I'll explain why that is later. But they take a card and they will say to the teams of people sat around who are playing, list ABBA's top 10 selling singles. Now, Big Potato Games is based in the UK, I believe, and all of their games are, well, kind of UK based. So if you are of the Americas, you may struggle with some of the questions because they're very kind of UK or European focused. But hey, well, just go for it. Get involved. Learn some stuff about the rest of the world. Excellente. Anyway, so then you have an amount of time for all the teams to list the top 10 selling singles of ABBA. So they do that, and then what happens is Mr. Lister goes to one of the teams, or goes to each team individually and asks them for one of their answers. One of their answers. They all feed in their answers, and then Mr. Lister gives out points in regard to whose answers are on this card here. Each team has 3 then opportunities to get, basically to shoot out the correct answers. And then if there is a tie, which often there is because, some of the questions are relatively easy, if you're a big ABBA fan, maybe. List the 8 most popular varieties of fruit in the UK. Obviously, if you're of the Americas, you're going to struggle. But, so most people get through to, they get the 3 answers correct. And then you go through to, a tiebreaker, effectively, which is called the Last Chance Saloon. And it is a ridiculously difficult question, usually with, most of the time, with, in fact, all of the time, with a numbered answer. And so it's the team with the closest answer to the tiebreaker who gets the card. Now, this is where it all changes. The game isn't about trivia knowledge and random trivia knowledge at that. It's not about being the masterminds of random trivia, although that does help. The winning thing is you've got to collect 5 cards. Now, on the back of the cards is a drink. Remember, you're in a saloon and all this kind of stuff with the theming. So there's a drink on the back of the card, and you have to collect to win. The team who gets to first collect 5 different drinks. So 5 different drinks, they are the winning team. So what's brilliant is that as the quizmaster is reading out the cards, especially if they keep what's secret in their hand, what card's coming out next, people don't know what card they're getting. And so if you were to get 2 cards of the same in your 5, doesn't count. You need 5 different drinks. Now, what does happen is, which is pretty cool, there's a little bit of a kind of a take that attitude that can come along. So if you happen to have two cards that are the same drinks in your team, you can give those away to Mr. Lister, and Mr. Lister will have to. You can then choose a team, and Mr. Lister will draw a card at random from that team, thus taking away one of the team's precious drinks. Ooh. Also, if you've got three cards of the same, I've not got it here as an example, but anyway, if you've got three cards of the same, then you can give those three cards to Mr. Lister and ask for a drink of your choice, and then he will give that drink to you. Brilliant, like it. So it's a little bit of a set collection. So you've got to get 5 different cards as well as, and by doing that, answering all the different questions. So that's how you play it, and it plays through, well, in about probably 30 minutes. What did I think of the game? It's a no-brainer, isn't it? I absolutely loved it. Just loads of variety. Love the sheer randomness of the questions. Love the whole thing of like it's not just about the knowledge, the random knowledge, but also there's that bit of random selection in that, in what drink you're going to get out. And you can do a bit of take that. So if you're an absolute master of randomness and you're scoring big time and you're just getting loads and loads of stuff, then you can try and take out other opponents and stuff like that. Liked it, really liked it. Played it a couple of times. Played it at Christmas and played it at New Year. At New Year we played it in a really big group, so there was about 30 people, and it worked so well as when we played it with like 6 of us at Christmas. So great game. Certainly go out and get it. I think it's relatively cheap as well. Probably like around the 20 quid, £20 area, maybe a bit more, but no more than 30 quid. It's brilliant. Big potato games. Mr. Lister's quiz shootout. Most definitely one to get if you are into your party games. Excellente. We give it a big beardy thumbs up.